Welcome to Easy IELTS. Today we are going to talk about how to make a cue card, and with the sample cue card talk about a TV program that made you laugh a lot. So let's begin. Before preparing, you should know on what parameters your speaking is going to be judged in IELTS. There are mainly 4 different parameters, which are fluency and coherence, lexical source, grammatical range and accuracy, and the last one is pronunciation. If you want to know more about these all 4 categories, click on the link above, which is shown on the upper right hand corner. There are 6 types of cue cards which are asked in IELTS. These are describe a person, place, event, object, activity, and favorites. Today's topic is about the favorites, a TV program which makes you laugh a lot. This cue card can also be asked in different way, like a TV program which has a lot of drama, a TV program you like, and other things. As you can see, there are just couple of changes which are made in the topic, and you can be asked about any other thing by just changing the conditions. Now let's move on to our today's topic. Talk about a TV program that made you laugh a lot. What are the questions? What is the program? When and with whom you watched it? What are the characters? Why did it make you laugh? First of all, before starting any preparation, you should check the cue cards, that what kind of situation it has. Means in this cue card you can say that what kind of TV program you are going to describe. The next is theme vocabulary, what type of different vocabulary or what kind of different words you can add to your cue card. The third thing is the tense. You should check it, what tense or in what tense your cue card is asked, whether it is past, present or future. Most of the students make this mistake. Without judging the tense, they just start speaking, and by this they lose bands. If you don't want to lose bands, then you should always check the tense first, whether it is past, present or future. The fourth thing is details. Can you give enough details about the situation which you have thought or not? And the last one is example. Is there any example present in your mind, or have you ever experienced something similar to that situation which you have thought? So these are the 5 things which I believe that these are the important ones in any IELTS speaking cue card. Next is understanding the questions. So the first question which we were asked was, what is the program? So what kind of ideas can you give regarding this question? I would say you should describe about the name, channel name, time, on which day it is usually aired, or you can describe the schedule and its first debut, on what day or in which year the channel or the program was first aired or broadcasted over the TV. The second question is when and with whom you watch it. You can say that you online stream it on Netflix, Hotstar or any other online app, or you can say you download it from the internet, or you watch it in your free time, and you watch with your friend, sibling, parent or cousin, etc. You have so many ideas in this cue card or in this question which you can describe, and I believe that you should change it according to yourself. The next question is, what are the characters? Now you have to describe about what is the main characters, what are their names, what are their personalities, or what they do in the TV program, what challenges they face in this program, and what are the adventures on which they go to. You can talk a lot of things about here. You can go deep into the details while describing the characters. Next is, why did it make you laugh? This is our last question. And in this question you can describe various ideas, that it is a situational comedy, it is a light-hearted show, it is humorous, and body language of some characters is funny sometimes, and it makes you funny, or it act as a stress buster. So these are the ideas which you can describe in a cue card or in this cue card. So now I'm going to talk about my own sample cue card on this. I'm going to talk about an American sitcom named Friends. Although it first debuted in the 90s, I just began to watch in this past year. I watched almost the entire series by myself, with the exception of a few episodes with my brother. We both chuckled at this goofy sitcom. As I'm now in my 20s, like the characters in the show, it made me laugh a lot, almost every episode, because I can relate it to many of the same situations and challenges that they face, especially dating. For example, they all are trying to get married and have children, but keep finding many dating failures before finding the real thing, which is true love. Furthermore, I think the characters in the show are quite well developed and each have their own unique personality, like Zoe's goofball, or he was being silly in the whole series, and Phoebe's hippie Zanny, or uncommon way of being. I think this is what made me want to keep watching this show. I really enjoyed this show because it's a quite a light-hearted, easygoing, and not too serious show. It's one of those shows you can unwind to in the evening. I find shows based on simple stories like 20 something group of friends quite entertaining because it's relatable to you, or relatable to the youth actually. For example, I laughed at their ways of talking to each other on daily, because I imagine saying things like that to my own group of friends. The another advantage, or another thing why I like this show was it can become a way of busting the stress. It acted as a stress buster, and it kind of rejuvenated me whenever I watched it. So that is more than 2 minutes actually. So this is how you make a cue card, and how you can describe with your feelings actually, and you can add more things, more words, more vocabulary in it. So here is the vocabulary which I used in this cue card, or in this my sample cue card. You can pause the video and note down all the vocabulary words which I have used. So next are the tips which I want to give you guys, and these are actually personal tips. What the first thing which I recommend is you should customize your cue card. You should tailor made it just for yourself, because it's kind of gives the custom touch to your cue card, to your speaking, and you can fetch more bands. The second thing, that you should use the given ideas or vocabulary in this video, or you can also use the internet to note down more vocabulary words and more ideas about the same. The third thing, you should describe about a show which you have already watched, which you liked in the past. For example, in my case, I would say the Big Bang Theory and Two and a Half Men. These I have watched already in the past, and I can easily describe these shows. So if I have a chance to describe the same cue card, I would have gone with Two and a Half Men or the Big Bang Theory, because I liked it, and they are also kind of shows which make you laugh. So always try to describe those things about which you are confident, which you have experienced. Many of our students already got 7+ bands because of our teaching, and I would say, why are you struggling with your bands? Like our Facebook and Instagram page, as we daily upload new content which is very helpful for the students who are pursuing for IELTS. And good luck for your future. If you have any more questions, check our FB page, go to Instagram page, and then DM us. We would happy to help you. Best of luck.